The hell just happened? I don't know. Are we back? I don't know what just happened, to be honest. I don't even know what I was doing. I guess I was showing off this courtroom from Order of the Phoenix. Um, no idea why that happened. If that happens again, I might have to go reset the router. It has been a little bit since I've done that, so... Hello, again. So as I was gonna say, this is the room where, it's the room with the rotating doors, essentially. You don't see it again in the movie. This doesn't exist, but, um, for the sake of the ministry not being boring, here we are at a room of rotating doors. So it'll pretty much be like how it is in version 3. You go through a door and then it takes you to one of the random Department of Mysteries rooms. But that's not the only thing that's new. So let's go look at some other new stuff. Um, okay, yeah, let's go look at Diagon Alley, because Diagon Alley's a little bit different now. I'm pretty sure I showed off some of it in the last update video, but there is still some new stuff. So yeah, there's now areas where the game will tell you where you can use your wand. So instead of having a button to enable a lot of the command doors in the area, the game will just now tell you, I think I can use my wand here. You use your wand on it, and then voila, there you go. So that's pretty neat. Belkov, of course, coming in clutch like always with the amazing command work that I could never do in a million years. Um, but yeah, Diagon Alley, as you can see, now has sidewalks. It's working on trying to make it a bit more like how we see it in Deathly Hallows and in Half-Blood Prince, the more desolate kind of, muted-ish color tones. Chase also redid the back of um, the, yeah, the Leaky Cauldron, so I mean it looks a lot better coming back up the street now. Uh, I mean I don't remember. I probably showed these interiors in the video, but I'll never not be able to show off the amazing brooms. Pat myself on the back. So again, if you didn't watch the video, these are both models and are flyable, and they're way better flyable now. But yeah, most of the shops here in Diagon Alley have brand new interiors. Like this is the um I always forget the name of the bookstore and it's really annoying. Flourish and Blots. I always want to say Borgin and Burke's, but that's obviously not Flourish and Blots. But yeah, it's a lot nicer in here than it used to be. I only I only extended it one block out to the right, but I feel like there's so much more room in here than there used to be. And there's Madame Malkin's. The brooms are really cool, bro. Thank you. I don't think it really changed in there. Custom player heads. They're not like custom player heads like Java custom player heads. They're just player heads that are retextured, as you can see. It's just like zombie creeper, skeleton, wither heads. But, you know, they're really nice. I used them to just get a lot better looking interiors. Like the obviously pottages would be kind of boring if they were just selling giant cauldrons, but now there's little ones. But I used them in my last build, so the player heads aren't really anything new. My day just got a whole lot better. Well, I'm glad. My last couple of days have been really bad. I've been sick. I've been feeling really horrible, and I've wanted to do a stream, but the last few days I've just been waking up and throwing up, so it's just ugh. The warped wood texture looks kind of weird. You mean the door or the blue wood in here? 'Cause this isn't warped wood. This is I don't remember what my pick block. These are acacia. They're just retextured to not look so ugly. Um, Daily Profit headquarters is the same. And I gave a lot more love to the side shops around Gringotts because before they were really not very nice looking. So here's Ilops. I got these, I used the mob spawners as sort of like owl cages. So just some decorations, some owl cages, some owl shit. You know. Here we got I believe this is Rosalie's tea bag. Not really much changed here. I just kind of updated the tables and stuff. It didn't really need to be changed too bad. Terror Tours now looks like an actual office and not like I don't even know what it was before, to be honest. I don't think anybody ever even went in this shop. It is kind of a weird shop if you think about it. I added a whole bunch of clutter. Um, Madame Pimpernel's beautifying potions, just potions. Did you add the side door on the right hand side of Gringotts that I marked out ages ago? No. Mainly because I couldn't get it to work, so I said fuck it. I also don't have the bridge from the Ministry Press. I don't know where I'm gonna put it yet. Sugar Plum's interior's obviously much different now. I finally got with the times and started using invisible armor stands. So as you can see, you know, the Birdie Bots beans and the chocolate frogs are also lower res because they were super high res before and were causing a lot of lag. But now they kind of stand up. I don't know. I think it looks cool. Ministry Press is the same on the inside. And then Broomsticks. It's just another broom stop. Blah. I can't speak today, I'm sorry. But yeah, it's just another broom shop. Clean Sweep 11s, Firebolt, Nimbus 2001, Nimbus 2000, you know the drill. And I guess the biggest change outside of the main road and the interiors is the new Gringotts interior, which I think is really nice. My only issue is that it's a bit short from the door to the end, and I only got to put like 3 tables, and I know there's like 10 or some crazy number that's not 3 on each side. But I did what I could with the space that I had, and I think it looks really nice. I'm very happy with the chandeliers. I think they came out very nice. And then the skylight has an insane amount of detail for something you'll probably never see, but whatever. The important thing is that the detail is there. And I spent a long time trying to figure out what the hell to use for the walls. Um, Ended up just using basalt and polished basalt. Maybe not like the most upbeat and fancy version of Gringotts, but again, it is a Deathly Hallows castle, so this is more so Deathly Hallows, and it's all dark and you know. But these are also retextured conduits. They're really neat. They give off actually quite a lot of light, and they have a smaller footprint than lanterns. So if you guys are making maps yourself, I'd recommend retexturing the conduit, because you can use it so many different ways, and it's really small, but it can still give off quite a lot of light. And they work perfectly for the really long lights that they have. As for the vaults, I think Belkov changed something on them, but I'm not too sure. Let me go and check, because I think he said he did something in Bellatrix's vault area, and I haven't looked at it yet. No wonder you guys couldn't hear the music on the last stream. Because my dumbass had the main volume turned all the way down. I guess he hasn't added the falling gold blocks yet, but Belkov is also in the middle of redoing pretty much all of the interior. Or, all, no, what the fuck am I saying? Redoing all of his commands. Also, guys, let me know if the music is too loud. For you guys who don't know, the music is part of the resource pack for version 4. So, yeah, it won't just be me playing music in the background for the stream. When you play the map, there will be multiple tracks that are played. It's really neat. Music is fine. Good. Good, 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 good. So, um, up update on the Burrow. I finished the interiors, thankfully. I added Molly, gave her some dialogue that many of you will probably appreciate. So down here is Fred and George's room. I used to have their beds separate, but the bunk beds allowed for more space, so how do you get on the Horcrux cave from Hogwarts? Is there a way? Other than the Flu Network, no. Here is um, Ginny's room. Across the hall here we have Molly and Arthur's room. I completely stole this design for a sewing machine. And here's Ron's room. And then a little attic. Love the music edition. I do too. I thought I'd get sick of some of the songs by now, but I think they've been part of the pack for the better part of a few months. With the amount of time I spend on this map, you'd think I'd be tired of it by now, but I'm really not. So that's good. Yeah, the Burrow's just way nicer than it used to be. It's so much better. It's also a little bit skinnier in the front, so it's not as fat as it used to be. Oh, also, I added the broom shed. Just a couple brooms, some boxes. Obviously clean sweep 11s. Also, the brooms are a lot easier to go up now, and down. There's a big patch of blue on my burrow. Is that intentional? Is there? Am I blind? I don't see it. Left side of the front? Oh! You know, I didn't even notice that. No, it wasn't intentional, believe it or not. Um, can we see the headmaster's office after this? I was actually going to show that right now because there's been a big change. Not only, obviously, the office itself changed, um, but we updated a key feature, I guess you could call it. We'll go to the tapestry corridor. Will the new version work quite well on the phone or only for consoles and computers? I don't know. To answer quite honestly, I am not sure. I don't play on mobile, and I don't really know anybody who plays on mobile. Chase plays on mobile, so I mean, you can ask him how it runs, but I can't really test it myself. Or you can do what he said there. Yeah, Dumbledore's office. That's where we're going. Yeah, see, the thing about phones is that they vary so much in terms of speed and power. Other versions worked well on mobile, so it should work here too. Yeah, I mean, the only problems I've had on this map when it comes to performance is the super high res textures for the chocolate frogs and the oh, I think something broke here. Uh-oh. Well, that's not working as intended. Oh boy. Well, I'm gonna have to tell Belkov about this. Like I said, he's in the middle of redoing pretty much all of the command work. So there might be some stuff that is broken right now, but rest assured, obviously, before version 4 officially comes out, stuff like this hopefully won't happen at all. But we added his stairs. I wish I could show you them work properly, but they're not for some reason. Um, but they do rotate up, and you can actually walk up them as they're rotating. It's really cool. And then there's a nice seamless, quote unquote, seamless teleport between where his office should be and where it is, you know. But yeah, obviously here's the new Dumbledore's office. I showed this off briefly in the video, but I was trying to speed my way through getting everything done in that video, and it still ended up being like 45 minutes. So Belkov is without doubt one of the best command makers, masters of Minecraft. I agree. Will you update the grand staircase to make it more like in the movies? Well, no, because it already looks like how it's supposed to in Deathly Hallows. But yeah, here is Dumbledore's office. It's huge compared to how it used to be. It's obviously no longer actually in the top of the Grand Staircase Tower. As much as I love having real interiors, it's just a lot nicer to have the room to build what you want with the moving stairs and all. Well, the Deathly Hallows didn't have the moving staircases, so no. Use this little back room. I, at viewer's request, I finally added Fox back. So Fox is here again. Yeah, no, that's okay. Yeah, they don't move in Deathly Hallows. That's why they don't move on my map. That and other embarrassing things I won't talk about. Also, invisible armor stands. Threw in a whole bunch of these memory vials. Um, but big thing, now that you guys can actually hear the music, I showed this off in the video, but I realized when I was recording you couldn't hear the music worth the damn. So I will now be quiet and I will go into pensive so you can actually hear what I wanted you to hear in the video. So yeah, it now plays the Goblet of Fire main theme in the pensive area. And I wake up in the Burrow because I accidentally slept in a bed here. What else is new? Hmm. I think that's about it. Oh, I'm going here. I just wanted to show this hallway off again because, for one, I really like it. For two, it is a very... I mean, it's not a hallway that I've ever seen done in another Hogwarts. It is kind of based off the Hall of Hexes and how it's decorated for Slughorn's party in Half-Blood Prince. That shouldn't be like that. Hello, Jesus. Alright, let's get to work on ministry stuff finally. Wrong way. I just got lost. Alright, so we're probably going to be working on the brain room in this stream. I'm not used to my key or my button binds on PS4 anymore. It's been a while since I've built on here. So I was coming up with an idea for what to do for this room last night. I was thinking kind of giant glass vials with brains in them. What things do you think still need to be polished before version 4? A lot. Would you check for Hogwarts? Is yours? No, John, I didn't receive the check. Um, Main things that need to be polished before version 4 is we're still finishing doing the ministry stuff. Um, Belkov again, he's working on redoing most of his command work because of some change that happened recently with commands. I'm not too sure what it means. He just, you know, says it works better. So, you know, I trust him to, I trust his word on that. It should theoretically work a lot better. What would work as a good brain? I'm thinking maybe this. Um, this would probably be the best. First, we need to check out the dimensions of this room. Yeah, I did use pink terracotta last time, but um, it only really looked good in the natural resource pack because it actually had waves in it. Would coral blocks be a good brain? Maybe, but then I'd have to use water, otherwise they would just die. Funny enough, the pink brain coral might actually look a lot like a brain. Man, until it dies. But I think we could make use of that probably. now to come up with a color palette and try to make this puppy work. Need a slime block as well. Ooh, you think we could use a coral itself as like a brain stem? That might look pretty cool. Maybe do a little experiment here and see if you can put twisting vines in the water. You can. Maybe. Alright, maybe that won't work. But we could possibly use... You ever gonna stream Ark from the PC again? I've never played Ark on the PC. My PC's a piece of shit. Can obviously use that. I don't know. We'll see. We'll try to make this look cool. Um, let's see firstly how many vats that we... I heard about the Caves and Cliffs update split. Yeah, I have. I also heard that we are supposed to be getting custom block states in 1.17, which is great for me because that means I can make and import new blocks. So that would be very useful. And also, I am currently working with someone to make a working hippogriff for the map, which I already modeled and such. It looks really cool. It has little animations where he picks at his wings and attacks and flies, and there's 2 seats on him and all that jazz. I can't show him yet because he doesn't actually attack yet, so but hopefully soon, when the person I'm working on it with figures out how to do the attack animation thing. I don't know what it's called. I only recently just started working on models, so that stuff all confuses me, all that behavior pack stuff still, but I will get there someday. Alright, so it's 33 blocks by 16. So yeah, so that's our middle. have that. So these are where our giant vials are gonna be. I'm thinking some weird wizard science fiction style shit for this. Kind of like steampunky. No, I didn't watch fucking Backlash. Hmm. I think there are concept art and other illustrations of these rooms that can help with inspiration. Yeah, I mean, I saw a concept art for the brain room, I believe anyway, or at least it might have just been a fan illustration. There was a room in the Department of Mysteries you missed last time. It was the love room. It had a giant vat of love potion. Are you going to be making that? From my understanding, the love room is a room that you can't open. So that's the only reason I never had it, because it's kind of pointless. The door is forever locked, so why would I build it? It would just be a door. Alright, alright. Now, to make the brains actually be in something, maybe make these a little bit taller so that we can make make each tank a little bit weirder. Did I move Aragog's lair because of the terrain? It will be in a different spot, yeah. I haven't done it yet, so um, at some point, I don't know exactly where I'm going to put it yet. Is my pack of Harry and Winter? No. I believe it has the first PS1 game uh, intro music. It has the Prisoner of Azkaban intro music, the game version. Um, I think the one that's playing right now is the Chamber of Secrets PS2 intro music. Um, then I have Lily's theme. I forget the other one that actually is a song from the movies. I put it in because Connor wanted me to put it in his pack, and I was like, oh, this is actually really nice. But I don't think it has Harry and Winter. Lily's theme is damn good, and it fits perfectly with the Deathly Hallows version. I watched a 30-minute long Hogwarts model video and I had Harry and Winter in loop and it was kind of soothing hearing it. Oh, maybe. Fuck off, John. I would never disrespect them by making a cow chop Depop shirt. The fuck? Does anybody know if light shines through slime? I guess I can check, actually. No, I don't think anybody's going to Minecon this year. So what do you think about Hogwarts Legacy? I think it looks awesome, and I'm really upset it got delayed till next year. I was really looking forward to checking out the Hogwarts in it. I like that it looked very different than, you know, traditional Hogwarts, but at the same time still had its own kind of style. Because as much as we all love Hogwarts, obviously, it would kind of be, I mean, it's kind of like a double-edged sword, you know? Because like on one hand, I can sit and say, well, you know, I really like how they changed the castle because it would get boring to explore Hogwarts because I already know what every tower is and every nook and cranny and whatever. But on the other hand, it's also like, man, it would be really cool to actually explore Hogwarts in a modern video game again. So it's kind of, I don't know. I think I'm leaning more towards it being like really cool that it's got its own unique design because like I just said, I've explored Hogwarts by building it, obviously. I know pretty much every tower in every room. I know where things belong and where they shouldn't be and what the tower names are and shit like that. So it I don't know. It gives me something new to look at, and it's not like the castle's completely different than how it looks anyway. It still has the iconic features like the Grand Staircase Tower and the Astronomy Tower and the Viaduct entrance and the Great Hall and all that stuff. But it's different enough that when you actually go and play, it can be new to you. Have to go. Good night. Well, good night. Have a wonderful night. But yeah, plus me, Chase, Belkov, and Connor have said that whenever Hogwarts Legacy does come out and we actually have spent a decent amount of time playing it, that we will probably end up remaking that version of the castle as like a team, like officially as a team, and not like just we fuck around in each other's maps sometimes and make stuff, which is pretty much what we already do. Do I just get into a rhythm when I build? Sometimes, yeah. I feel like even though Minecraft is obviously really chill as a game to just sit down and play, it's also really hard to talk and play it at the same time because you actually focus quite a bit when you're trying to come up with shit. And obviously these rooms, the only the only descriptions we got of these rooms are in the books or in the book. So it's kind of difficult to kind of put what I read onto a canvas, I guess. But I mean, this should be pretty. I mean, this already looks pretty cool to me. It looks already better than the previous brain room, which was just a mess. I built them so long ago, so they were definitely in dire need of an upgrade. Oh, that actually kind of looks good. Maybe. Mm, Never thought about expanding London? Hell no. As far as I'm concerned, the London we have is already too big for what it's needed for, which is just Privet Drive, Leaky Cauldron, St. Pancras Station. You don't need anything else. Most of our London is just fluff. Well, and I guess Grimmauld Place too. And St. Mungo's. But even then, I have like 40, 50 buildings over in London. Westminster Palace for no reason, which will never get completed. But no, London I think is in a good place. I don't think it needs to be any bigger. It's got everything it needs. It's not too big to the point where your players are going to get lost trying to find what they want to find. Well, I think it's crazy there are maps like Flu Networks that have like 1-to-1 scale replicas of London in them. I feel like that's just a lot of fluff. It's kind of just there to make the map look better than it is. And I don't say that just to be an asshole or to shit on Flu Network either. Like, their Hogwarts at the, in their first trailer I thought was kind of garbage, but um, it definitely got better when they added the NPCs and they updated the castle build and stuff like that. Because there was a lot of there was a lot of things wrong with their original trailer, and it definitely got better. But I feel like a lot of a lot of the reception it got was just due to how the build was presented in the video, and because it also had uh, an unreasonably sized London. It didn't need to be as big as it is. It's just big for the sake of being big. I need to fix my fucking keybinds. Where's pick block? There it is. Much better. It was a bit of an optical illusion. Some parts of London just fall off the world if you walk too far. Are you talking about in Flu Network's map? I mean, I'm not really surprised. There's a saying, I mean, maybe it's not a saying, but it's, from what I understand, a general rule of map design. It's that if you can't see it, then it doesn't really matter. I want to make a 16 by 16 ministry brick, but I don't know if it'll look good. It probably won't, to be honest. I was thinking about the same thing last night. Kingdom Hearts. Imagine playing Kingdom Hearts in 2021. I might do what Drag did, where he used stone brick as a base since the bricks are larger, so more detail can be added. I mean, fuck it, right? Why not? I'm gonna make one of these vials like breaking on the floor. Okay, that's a bit too much water. Favorite song from the J. Cole album? My favorite song is When They Turn It Off. Maybe I won't do that. I discovered the secret study in the greenhouse. Nice attention to detail. That was all Belkov's doing. That was his idea. He's the one who's kept it there. I don't ever remember that secret study. Probably been asked this before, but do you plan on doing anything once the height limit is extended? Probably not. Um, it'd be nice to be able to like raise Hogwarts higher so that I can make the terrain, you know, much deeper. But with that comes a lot of problems because a lot of the command stuff is done using current coordinates at Hogwarts, so it would break a lot of command stuff. And that's really the only reason that we never went along with doing stuff like World Painter and World Edit in terms of getting terrain added, which is why we pretty much had to do that all by hand. I really want to raise my Hogwarts when the update rolls out, but I don't want to do more terrain. Yeah, but I mean, your Hogwarts is already at a decent height. Your fucking viaduct bridge doesn't look weird like mine does. I think the builders that will benefit the most from the height changes are the people who are building Hogwarts on a bigger scale, like Martigs. And I think I think Godly's building his at a bigger height. I'm not sure, but people who generally build at a bigger scale will definitely benefit from that a lot more than me. My Hogwarts is player sized, and I feel like even then my Great Hall is still, or Grand Staircase Tower already is still quite quite tall. Your bridge looks too long since the castle is low. I don't know about that. Need to raise the castle by like 20 blocks. Can you already do that? I'm able to raise it like 6 blocks right now. LOL, since the peak of the Grand Staircase Tower is near the height limit. Yeah, I forget that yours is so much higher up than mine. Mine's only at like 40 something. Have you ever thought about detailing the Forbidden Forest with some of the other newer or nether plants and stuff? Sometimes I really do want to make the Forbidden Forest a lot nicer, but at the same time, there's so much forest that it would take so long. And I fucking hate doing landscaping. But there are parts that I do want to flesh out in it, more so than in previous versions, um, like Aragog's Den, for example, or the area where Harry goes to sacrifice himself in Deathly Hollows, um, which can already be done using the NPCs. My castle is mainly built on Y58 and 10 to be at 65, but I somehow lowered it on accident. How the hell do you accidentally lower it? I don't know how I did it, but it was too late to turn back since when I realized that the height was messed up after redoing the raid hall. Well done. What do you think's the hardest you had to build in V4? The mountains? Fuck the mountains. The mountains were a pain in the ass to do, from beginning to end. Anybody who tells you that they like terraforming is a liar. As much as I love the mountains now, building them was an absolute bitch. And when I release V4, when it's done, the Great Hall was the last thing that I redid. I first rebuilt the east side of the castle, but that later turned out to be redoing the whole castle. Yeah, I know you did that. Just don't remember you accidentally lowering it. I'm your fan from NDIA, baby. What? V4 is coming out this year, hopefully. I know that's not what you guys want to hear, but hopefully. I was hoping it would have been out by now, but I don't know. We've been working on a lot of stuff, so we'll see. I'd love to be able to have it out before the 7th year anniversary, but I mean that's like that's only like 1 month away, and there's still so much to do. And I definitely don't want to rush any of this, because for one, rushing is dumb, and I don't want you guys to get a shitty product, which is essentially what the Patreon's for. You know, for people who want the shitty product before they get the full released product. That said, I love my patrons. They are absolutely the best, um, for helping me out with bills and stuff. And they're always very receptive of the new downloads that they get. So, you can thank them as well when this map finally does release, because they are definitely helping as well. You're from India, well hello. Man, imagine adding some some sheen to these blocks and using the RTX resource pack and just seeing stuff glimmer off of the ministry bricks. That looks so nice. Obviously I can't show that, I'm playing on PS4. And my computer is a piece of shit. Doesn't have an RTX card in it, so maybe someday in the future, when the cards line up and I have a computer that doesn't suck. Hmm. fucking hate placing walls lately. Absolute mess. The mountain and the Hagrid's hut. OP, that video, and Hogsmeade is also OP. I love Hogwarts. In the third movie, it actually looks like that. Yeah, I mean, I do also love I love that area as well, because Prisoner of Azkaban is amazing. Don't rush releasing it, bro, until you make a masterpiece before real. Wait, don't worry. Yeah, I know. Believe me, I'm not in the realm of rushing it. For what it's worth, version 4 is easily the biggest and most feature-rich update to this map, period. Uh, I don't even, like, I can't even tell you the entire complete list of everything that we've done. There's just so much. I'm waiting for the day when they add dyeable wood so you don't have to retexture every block for colors. That would be nice. Yeah, well, Cody can have fun going to Comic-Con himself. Or BlizzCon, or whatever the fuck con. Fuck Blizzard. Ew, I just noticed the placing sound for warped wood is disgusting. Placing chains. Kill me. Very funny, Jesus. Hello! Third movie is epic, I agree. What do we want to do for lighting? I mean, these already give off light, but... What is the room you're working on right now called, by the way? It is the brain room from the Department of Mysteries. I need to move. How am I going to do this? that fixes that. So now it's no longer an even number of blocks. That is much better. So now I can add some light up here. Thank God for soul lanterns. Okay, and then we need... Hello. There. There's the door for in here. Now, we need to detail this somehow. Because, I mean, it looks alright right now. I mean, it already looks better than the other brain room, but it needs to be, I don't know, better. Alright, so one of these during the Battle of the Ministry got broken. So we're gonna do that. We're gonna get rid of the water in there. Get that brain. And then we're gonna kinda have the slime coming out of here. All over the floor. Then take some water, place it in the hole. Oop. There, one of the brains is out on the floor. Now what else can we do in here? Let me actually pull up the wiki description of the brain room. And see if we can't come up with some ideas. They do have desks, yes. It's from what it says on here, it says it's a room where they studied thoughts and consciousness and all all related subjects were studied in this chamber. This chamber was a long rectangular lit by lamps with chains in the ceiling. It was quite empty except for a few desks surrounding an enormous glass tank of green liquid. In this tank was a number of pearly white brains drifting about. When removed from the potion in the tank, the brains would fling out tendrils of thoughts which could seriously injure someone if they wrapped themselves around them. Other doors opened off of this room. Can I show you the veil afterwards? The veil is still the same as it used to be, but I can show it if you really want. Yeah. Alright. That gives me some ideas. Can have some desks and stuff in here. Probably like in this area here.
The fuck? Press delete once. Okay, okay. Should make the Auror office. I mean, I don't even know what they look like. It's been so long since I read Order of the Phoenix. So the wiki also states it has a door that goes directly to the death chamber. So this might be unique in that it's one of the few rooms in the Ministry that has more than one door. Well, not the Ministry as total, I mean the Department of Mysteries. I feel like I want to do something with the inner walls. Or the outer walls, I should say. What do you think about that, guys? Hmm, never mind, I don't even like it. I feel like I need something here. Yeah, I know they're supposed to be Umbridge's bricks, but I've used them in a few other places. Why does this look so weird as a night? I don't know. What about if they're replaced with... I still don't like it. Like, the room's got detail, for sure. It's like when you get to this point, it's just like, oh, it's kind of plain. But you won't really be going there, right? Like, this is just, it's just a hallway room. So it's not really that big of a deal. Maybe I'm just overthinking it. Also, what if we did something like... If we did something like that around the, like each tank. Ugh, I don't know. What is my favorite part of the grounds of Hogwarts? Um, Clock Tower Courtyard. Everything on that side of the grounds. Absolutely gorgeous. Also really like the ruins. I really like the Chamber of Secrets ruins. Like, the Chamber of Secrets ruins specifically. It looks good, you know, not everybody remembers the brains room from the book, but it looks amazing though. Thank you. Um, I mean, I have to put the book stuff in the ministry. Otherwise, it's just gonna be the atrium, the few courtrooms that you see, and the prophecies room and the death chamber. It's kind of boring that way. It kind of sucks that they filmed the extra Battle of the Department of Mystery scenes, but never actually ended up in the movie. I mean, Order of the Phoenix is already the shortest movie in the series. Surely they could have had the fights in some other parts of the Ministry. Would have been great to see Ron get fucking knocked out by a brain. What do you think about that? I think it adds quite a bit of definition to the room. Let me just add some light on the corners. Well, thank you, Rocket. I don't know if you've downloaded the most recent version from the Patreon, but your name is up in the Hall of Patrons, which we will be taking a look at before I end stream today, as I always do, because I do need to add some extra names in there. Absolutely. Thank you for being a patron. Order of the Phoenix films need to be 4 hours duration at least. You know, the Department of Ministry war was shitty in the film. I mean, it wasn't horrible. It definitely could have been better. I don't know, I feel like there was a lot of missteps in the fifth and especially the sixth movie. I've gone on great lengths talking about how many missed opportunities there were in Half-Blood Prince, but like I completely disagree with David Yates's stance on wanting to save all the fighting for the Deathly Hallows because there are so many key things. And sure, all right, you can say, well, they had the important stuff in the Department of Mysteries battle in the movie. You know, the Hall of Prophecies and the Death Chamber stuff. And that's true, and I agree. But not having all these extra rooms kind of like, I don't know, kind of makes the Ministry seem boring when in the book it was so cool and weird. And I definitely don't agree with him being not doing the Battle of the Astronomy Tower. That was the stupidest fucking change ever. Anyway, for those who didn't see it at the beginning of the stream, this is the new time room. This is the chamber that the Death Eater falls in for in the in the battle of the Department of Mysteries when his head falls in and turns into a baby. Do I have McGonagall's office? Um, maybe, depending on what you're referring to. It's been a huge progress from the last version 3, bro. Thank you, man. No problem. Hey, man, one day this will be done and it'll be amazing. But as it stands, there's still a lot left to be done. But version 4 is certainly, well, shaping up, to say the least. I don't think we have to do too much to the astronomy room. I mean, it's a giant solar system. What can I really do? Like, did I move it from the library towers to somewhere else? What do you mean by library towers? Because my library is in the astronomy tower. And her office was never in the astronomy tower. It used to be in the training grounds tower. but I don't have the training grounds towers anymore, so like you got rid of the training grounds towers? Yes, because they don't exist in Deathly Hallows and I had them for very stupid reasons. I don't know when the last time you watched an update video was, but I showed in the most recent one that, yeah, the training grounds towers are gone. Most of the East Wing got a huge change in this version. I can show you real quick. See? No more training grounds towers. Just the training grounds tower from Half-Blood Prince and Deathly Hallows. Destroyed Hogwarts is a plan at some point. I'm not giving a date, I'm not saying that it's coming anytime soon, but it is an idea and it is coming. I was just wondering where you put McGonagall's office because it had the rusty key in it. Well, trying to figure out currently how to do the rusty key for the Sorcerer's Stone chambers. So, I don't know. Her office currently isn't anywhere, so. By the way, I added all the tall grass in over here. So now these little waterways are much nicer to be in. Um, that said, bedrock grass distance is terrible, so I can't show it all in, in its best because it doesn't all load in. But that would be so cool. You could add a button like you did with the Great Hall Pumpkins, but instead the button lights Hogwarts on fire. I think that would be a bit too hard. I think if we did a destroyed version of Hogwarts, it would probably be a separate version of the map because I don't think any machine would be able to just be like, here, press this button to turn Hogwarts into how it looked at the end of Deathly Hallows Part 2, because that Hogwarts got fucked up pretty bad in the Battle of Hogwarts. So it definitely need to be something that we do separately. But like I said, it is planned. I have told my constituents that uh, I want to do that, but as it stands right now, we need to actually get this done in the first place before we worry about making a destroyed version of it. You know, especially when you consider, for one, this courtyard gets absolutely demolished. A lot of the Great Hall gets demolished. A huge chunk of the Grand Staircase Tower gets demolished. The whole central tower is gone. A lot of these roofs are chipped off. My beautiful poor clock tower is also destroyed. The whole entire wooden bridge just gone. So, in order to make it actually look decent, it would take a bit of time because, you know, I don't want to just blow it all up with TNT and be like, here's the Battle of Hogwarts. Because that's boring, and that's lame, and that's lazy. Um, I want to actually add rubble and try to reference pictures and videos of the parts of the castle that are actually destroyed in the movie and make it that way. But yeah. Yeah, or you could just download V4 and throw a bunch of TNT on it and see what happens. I promise it probably won't look that good, but you know, if the map's to do whatever you want to do with it. Ooh, thank you for telling me to come in here, actually, because I forgot some of the glass was retextured, so I need to fix that. Yeah, it does look like someone took a bite out of it. When will the download be out? I don't know. When it's done. Come on. Is Hogsmeade snowing in V4? No. It's not the glass that I have a problem with, it's that we have this failsafe for a soft landing, and I can't go that high. Alright, so the astronomy room. Let's look up the astronomy room. I guess it's called the space room. I don't. That's kind of a lame name. If you walk through the archway, will it kill you? No. You could have a command that gives you leaping to simulate zero gravity in there. Well, it doesn't give you zero gravity. It's made to be like arresto momentum. So this is the Brain Room, the Hall of Prophecy, the Death Chamber, the Love Room, the Space Chamber. It's a dark room full of planets floating in midair. Presumably it was from this chamber where wizards study the aspects of space. As was one of the limits of magic along with time, visitors could find themselves floating as well. Oh, you mean in here? Hmm. Nice Jeremy Soul music in the background. Yeah, of course. I love the video game soundtracks. There's only two actual songs that I have in this resource pack that are from the movies. The rest of them are all game. So the space chamber doesn't have its own page. So it's just a room full of floating planets. Hmm. Yeah, I know it's only ever mentioned. I wasn't looking for pictures or anything. I obviously know it's only in the book. The first three games had a lot of amazing soundtracks. I agree. I don't really know what I can do in here, to be honest. Like, it already has the whole solar system. Apart from maybe just, well, for one, I need to add the door. Yeah, I reckon they are, but I never played Order of the Phoenix or Half-Blood Prince. I stopped playing the Harry Potter games after Goblet of Fire because I didn't really like Goblet of Fire. I liked the movie and the book, of course, but uh, was not a big fan of the game. The zero gravity idea is not a bad idea. I think maybe we can try to do something like that. I don't know if it's possible, but I'll try to ask Belkov if that's something we can do. Um, but for now, I think the only thing we can really do in this room is add a nice floor. You know, let's add a nice floor. You can actually buy those two soundtracks again. Well, that's good. I mean, that's mainly the reason that they're not in my pack is obviously A, I've never played them. They're not really nostalgic songs for me, so I don't know. You know, they're not really they're just not nostalgic to me, so most of the songs that I have are just my favorite songs that remind me of Harry Potter. You should do like a Milky Way floor to make it look like space. I mean, maybe, but like, I still want it to feel like you're down in the depths of the ministry. Otherwise, I would just use. Wait a minute. That's a brilliant idea, actually. Hold the phone. I just had an idea. I never completed the Goblet of Fire game when I was a kid. Not because, like, I just thought it was garbage. I didn't think it was that good. But I could never beat the maze for some reason. Don't ask me why, but I just for the life of me I could not beat the maze. I couldn't beat the blast end scroots. Do I need to be holding something? Iron pick, that's why. Maybe. I'm not sure why it's not working. Hello? It really stinks that I'm an idiot when it comes to commands, so I can't just make this work. So I wonder if Belkov is awake. This was the only game of Harry Potter I didn't finish. Even the last two games was bad though, but I finished and it was a waste, and it was wasted my time also. Yeah, the Deathly Hallows games did not look good at all. They looked like really shitty third-person shooters, but Harry Potter. All right, everybody, Chase is coming to help me. We're gonna we're gonna make the floor in the space room this, just like the Great Hall roof. I think that'll make it look really cool. I think this with like a feather falling effect or like a double jump boost with a feather falling effect, I think that would be really cool for the space room. Huh, this block doesn't create particles. Still wondering if you will tell us how to make the end portal upside down. Yeah, well, it's not an end portal upside down, it's a full block. See? What it is when you kill the Ender Dragon, you get the portal that takes you to the end city. You know, it pops up in the air, and then you use a structure block, and you can place, you know, you can save it, and then you can place it in an area, and then you can clone it to make stuff. See, like I'm pressing pick block, and I can pick block bedrock, but I can't pick block this. So this can only be cloned or cloned using um, structure blocks. If you play on Java, this is something you can give yourself using commands, but it's not something you can do in Bedrock. Also, yes, there's Chase. He's here to help me with this, because I don't know what the hell I'm doing with the commands. Oh, trust me, we're not waking Chase up. Oh, hey, Belkov. Yes, I am still live. We're trying to figure out how to make this floor. By the way, Belkov, um, for some reason the Dumbledore's stairs animation's borked right now. I can show you since you're here. By the way, love to pop up. But yeah, it's like doing the retract animation and, you know, the other animation at the same time. Definitely not how it's supposed to go. Oh, let me go check this now. It is still not working. The weapon of choice is an iron pick, right? You know why it's not fucking working? Holy shit. Oh man, I really thought that was it. I should rename the title of the stream Poetic Fails at Commands for 20 minutes. Oh, it's in here too. Oh, well. Let me just, ta-da! all this would be fixed if I would just change my PSN name to Poetic Whisper. But I think somebody already has that name on PlayStation. So, rip. I've been streaming for 2 hours and 24 minutes, as it says above. Somebody in chat had a great idea for this, by the way, Belkov. If we add like jump boost and feather falling, like permanently for people who are inside the space room, it might make it seem a bit like there's less gravity in here. Thought that was a pretty neat idea. Hey Trick Show, what's poppin'? Another night, yeah, I feel that. I felt like shit for the last like week, but didn't stop me from getting Hogwarts stuff done. I feel alright today. Not amazing, but I just had to brave out the weekend so I can call my doctor tomorrow. Yeah, right, Mojang will never let me release this bad boy in the marketplace. That would be the day. Hogwarts is the cure for sick people, you know? It would be. I would love to go. If only it was real. You could retire. Nah, no way. I love building this too much. We'll also delete all the wizard chest structures I did and start from scratch so we can make new pieces of blackstone. Oh, yeah, if it came out on the marketplace, yeah. I'm sure it would do very well. But either way, Hogwarts never really been about the money for me. It's up on my Patreon and it makes a decent amount. I'm not gonna complain, you know. The people who are there and supporting the Patreon are wonderful people. You know, there's still ways to make money off of a map, even if you can't put it up on the marketplace. There's Patreon, you know, that's been great. I got Super Chat working for this stream, so maybe at some point, maybe if I stream at a better time next time, you can get some donations and stuff. That'd be neat. I really just want to get a new computer so I can do some cool stuff. So maybe next time I don't have to stream on my PS4, I can stream on my computer. Because I can't do that. OBS fucking dies when I try to stream. Probably a lot of European players on your map. Probably. And no, I haven't built a PC. I haven't had the money. I only just put out DA a few weeks ago, so tell Brent to write me a blank check. Yeah, right. Brent complains all the time to me about how his maps aren't making enough money on the marketplace right now. It's quite maddening, to be honest. I thought they were doing good when they had my shitty vehicles in them. I don't know. He talks all the time about how the marketplace doesn't promote maps anymore and it's shitty system and blah 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 blah. I don't know. I don't know how DA's done, but I'm hoping it did okay so that I can start putting some money in the way or start putting some money away for a PC. I almost dropped my controller. Hard as fuck to get a GPU right now? Yeah, well that's why you get a pre-built, Kappa. You get a lot of pre-built computers with decent GPUs in them these days. Uh, but anyway, here's the space room. You can trip balls when you come in here now. No, but you can get one with a 3060. And you can get some with a 3080 and 3090. Depends where you look. Yeah, I'm on my PlayStation right now. I have to be because I can't stream on my PC. OBS tries to commit die whenever I do. Alright, so the only room left is the new Hall of Prophecies. But I don't think I'm gonna do that today. taking over the library. Yeah, I can do that in a minute. I just want to show off these new ministry rooms for those. I just really like how the time room came out, so I like to show it off. I think it's really pretty. Don't worry. Here's the new brain room. We did this on stream. And you guys have obviously just seen the astronomy room, but I like that. Where's Flossie? Good question. So where do I put this redstone block? No, I haven't seen her. I haven't heard from her. I haven't heard it. On the red and blue and black wolves. Not all at once? Oh no! Oh, I'm breaking the realm. Okay, we'll do just this one. Okay. Yeah, I'm not even seeing the pieces move. They're just kind of teleporting over. I mean, it could also be because I'm streaming as well, but I mean, let's see. Oh, you fixed the bogger? Oh, okay. By the way, I changed the texture for the yeah, I mean this animation still works just fine. Albeit with a little bit of lag. Hello Rocket, welcome back. Sorry, it was a late response. As you can see, we did the floor. The space room's now in space. I wish you couldn't see the seams. I feel like that's a new thing. But like if you look at it from here, it's pretty sick. Okay, we got some names we need to add into the Hall of Patrons. Huh? Yeah, right. That would be the day. Alright. So the Hall of Patrons updated again. I'm just gonna do a quick flyby in here just to, Now, I think doing the walls and ceiling would cause way too much lag. It already is kinda laggy on the phone with just the floor. So I'm gonna do a quick flyby of all the people who have subbed to the Patreon. Sure, we can go there. This was fully built by Belkov, by the way. So I take 0 credit in this. Yes, you do. Oh, hey, Grindelwald. What about Azkaban? I'm not super happy with my Azkaban. I feel like it could definitely be a lot better. Especially the land around it. It is kind of just in a tiny lake, even though it's supposed to be in a giant ocean. Yes, go to work, Belkov. Get out of here. Plus, you can also tell that I copy and pasted it all the way up. There needs to be some randomization to the blocks. No, I probably won't do the damage on the side. I don't know. Azkaban's not really my favorite build on here. Probably one of my least favorite, actually. I do love the Horcrux cave, though. As much as I am anti Half-Blood Prince movie, I do love this scene, and I do love this build. Half-Blood Prince is not that bad. It is if you've read the book. The movie is a huge downgrade. And I know that people can say that for most of the movies, but when you're adding stuff that doesn't exist and you're taking out key important moments like Dumbledore's funeral, the Battle of the Astronomy Tower, majority of Tom Riddle's memories, just to add in shit like the Burrow getting burned down, which didn't happen in the book, and other stupid moments. It's fucking. Ugh. See, I don't mind Goblet of Fire. I personally don't mind Goblet of Fire at all. I know a lot of people will say that that's the same way for them with that movie. I thought Goblet of Fire fucking rocked, and I still like it a lot. But I mean, there is some things obviously that are kind of stupid. The Goblet of Fire at least had pretty much all that Goblet of Fire needed. I feel like Half-Blood Prince is like it's it's such a slow movie, and it's a slow book too. But it's like it feels like nothing happens in the Half-Blood Prince movie other than Dumbledore dying. In the book, you learn so much about Tom Riddle and like the reasons that he made certain items his Horcruxes, and a lot more about his childhood than just Dumbledore picking him up and then him asking Slughorn about Horcruxes. We need to refill the lake with all of this shit too, because it used to be full of vegetation and now it's not. But I recently added all this grass and shit into the Forbidden Forest. The forest obviously still isn't done. The boats just go to the same place in the new map. I actually don't know where we're putting the boats at the moment. I haven't figured it out. Because I have Hogsmeade, because we put Hogsmeade on a different side of the castle, I don't know exactly where the boat's gonna be. Or I guess the dock is gonna be. Because, like, Hogsmeade Station is over here now, which is... Well, the castle's here. This is the clock tower, the bridge, the Quidditch pitch. It's here now instead of over here. Like, you can still see where Hogsmeade used to be. And this is where it is now. Do we have an animation for the gates now? Yes, we do. Thanks to Belkov. Ta-da! But yeah, since we moved since I rebuilt Hogsmeade Station, um, in a different spot and put Hogsmeade in a different place, I'm not sure really where the dock's gonna be for the boats. There's all new interiors for Hogsmeade as well, though. So there's a new reason for you guys to come here when version 4 comes out. Other than the fact that it's in a new spot. I redid all the interiors. Especially the magic neep. This place used to look horrendous. And now it actually kinda looks like a grocery store. We didn't do Ollivanders. Ollivander's still the same. This is an apothecary. This is the new, forget what this is called. Dogweed and Deathcap, yes. I actually really like this place because I have these, crimson stems just growing, like, all throughout the store. I think it looks really cool. It's probably one of my favorite store conversions I did, like, throughout all of Hogsmeade and Diagon Alley. I think it looks really nice. Do you still use the Viaduct Bridge? It's still there. This is the new Scriven Shafts. There's a lighting glitch in here. Scriven Shafts, quality quills and inks. This is the new Honeydukes. I actually used the tour of Honeydukes that they had on the second disc of Prisoner of Azkaban to furnish this place. Belkov has his temporary commands here. But this takes you to the one-eyed witch statue, of course. But for going into Hogwarts, no. Because if you watch Half-Blood Prince, they enter um, you enter the castle from, or they enter the castle from the clock tower side. That's where the new gates are, which is kind of what this is based off. This is Zonko's. The new Gladrag's wizard wear. It's not much different. I just kind of edited the shelves to look a little bit more like shelves and clothes racks. A lot of these are kind of mild updates, but they're definitely way better than some of the attempts that we had before. This is the new owl post. I actually really like how this looks. It's back here, it's got all their parcels and stuff, and the windows are open so the birds or the owls can go in and out, and they can perch up here and poop on the floor like they did there. Looks more like a post office than whatever it was before. Chase did a little bit of updating to the front of the three broomsticks as well. The Hogshead we didn't really do anything to. I didn't really feel the need to change that. I thought it was already good. But I do still need to add some trees and stuff. I started adding some of my dead trees over here as well. So, yeah, because it fits, the snowy area. I need to add snow to them as well. And there's still a patch of snow missing over here by um, the Shrieking Shack, but yeah, and gotta add the path down there. Now this little doorway hut thing can be a little pathway over to the restricted uh, beware pathway down to the Shrieking Shack. But at the moment, the way to the castle is you go out this gates, cross over here. I need to get rid of some of this grass. I was just kind of pasting in a shitload of grass, so some of the paths got covered. Anyway, these are the new cart designs, and these are my Thestrals. They're just retextured skeleton horses. Just kind of threw them together pretty quickly in Blockbench. But they're cool. But yeah, these are the new carts. They're based off of the Prisoner of Azkaban design. Actually quite spacious inside as well. So and then there's two ways. The path splits right here. You can go up this way, you can go up this way. This way takes you up towards Hagrid's hut and obviously the Quidditch pitch. There's an area here where the carts stop and all of the students' stuff gets hauled off of the carts and brought into the castle. There's this whole path around the Quidditch pitch now. And ooh, that needs to be fixed. Like I said, I was pasting grass, so some of it went a little overboard. It's actually a good thing I was showing this off, because if I didn't come in here, I would have just left all this grass. Never would have noticed. So yeah, the dressing rooms are kind of based off Slytherin and Gryffindor, as you can see by the colors. They're also, the Slytherin dressing room is full of Nimbus 2001s. And then the Gryffindor side has a couple of clean sweeps, a Nimbus 2000, and of course Harry's Firebolt. And you know the towers actually have a staircase in all of them now, so you can actually climb to the top. And try not to get dizzy on your way up. Obviously the pitch is bigger. That's a change that you should probably all have seen by now. It actually has the 20 towers that it has in Deathly Hallows. Oh, I promise these are easier to control than it looks. The realm, I think, is just lagging because I'm streaming. The fucking firebolt, though, let me tell you, this son of a bitch goes. Phew. Could you teleport to different carts for transportation? I could. Definitely wouldn't be a hard thing to do. Oof. No, go this way. Yeah, I'm lagging. Ooh, I'm lagging bad. I'm not even touching my controller right now. Get me off that firebolt. But yeah, that path leads up here, and then this path leads over to the ruins. I guess technically it does kinda still connect to the viaduct bridge if you follow the path all the way. Is this a downloaded map? I mean, you can download it. If you're asking if I downloaded it, then no, this is my build. Oh, also, I updated this window. Small change, I know, but I figured you should know. Don't know what else to do though. I think we're almost wrapping up here on this stream. Yeah, the new animations are pretty laggy. Oh, that reminds me. Ugh. I completely forgot that I have a Tom Riddle NPC. Hey, Poetic. Good to see you. How's the building going? It's going. Is that how you fucking spell parcel tongue? I should know this. No, there's no T. I was thinking there was no T. V4 is so different from the previous ones. Yes, that is my hope. I am probably gonna have the other versions taken off MCPDL once version 4 comes out because I don't want people to keep downloading versions 1, 2, and 3 when version 4 is out because obviously this is the definitive version of the map. Is there like a barrier block here? What was I bumping into? Huh. I have no idea how you're supposed to close this door now. There it goes. Yeah, the new animations definitely are a little laggy. Okay, the new animations are very laggy. But yeah, ladies and gents, I think we are going to end the stream here. I appreciate you guys coming out. I'll try to stream again soon. I do want to do another Hogwarts in VR stream. So maybe tomorrow? I don't know. Depends how I'm feeling. I was gonna do the VR stuff today, but I'm still not feeling that good, and I don't really want to get motion sick. So I just decided to do a normal build stream instead. So yeah, progress is being made. Slowly but surely. Thank you guys for coming along. Have a good night.